Hey, it's me, Big P, and I'm here to help answer a question that has plagued the Path community for the past week, and that question is, what if you had two CoCs? And to that I would respond, you want to make sure that one of them is a bone. Um, Most of you might have seen the new sort of, I don't know if it's a new interaction really, just kind of an understated interaction that hasn't really been found, where there are some items, weapons in particular, that have these triggered skills that are actually attacks. And so what happens is when you socket a cast on critical strike gem in there, you can actually get yourself a separate 6 link, if not 7 and beyond link on your weapon. It was my boy Jungrown who kind of really popularized the build with Namahu's Flame and Cauterizer, which were both, probably way better than this axe. But, what with the whole softcore economy and things like that, and wanting to keep maybe some SSF players in the loop, I kind of wanted to do some testing with Uul-Netol's Embrace, because that first line trigger level 25 Bone Nova, that is actually an attack which can do the same thing. And because it's a breach item, not to mention the breach item that you're probably not really looking at, most people want to farm the shield if they're farming Uul-Netol. There probably will be a larger number of these, or at least a better availability, more deterministic way to get this axe than just hoping for the prophecy for the, what is it, limb split, whatever Cauterizer turns into, or Namahu's Flame itself to drop. So basically, I just felt inspired to sort of test with this myself. There are a few hoops to jump through, and it feels a little weird to do this on an assassin when I see that fat physical damage roll on the two-handed weapon, and I can only think in my head that, damn, I really wish I had Battle Mage to maybe put that on there, but I literally just played a Cast on Crit Inquisitor for a month, so kind of didn't want to roll the exact same build. This is technically a different build because it's not the same ascendancy, so I'm going to hop into a map and show you exactly how it works, even though I don't know exactly how it works, because I'm going to spend this primarily mostly this weekend, but probably throughout the rest of the week testing, unless this really just kind of falls flat on its face. The gear is an amalgamation of weird starter gear, like the gold rim in this, and like stuff I lifted from my old build. And like this I bought for 2.5x because in order to trigger it, you kind of do, like I said, have to tinker with it a bit. It's not the most consistent thing yet. I mean, I'm still leveling. I'm fresh in the maps here, and just equipped this at 64? I thought it was a 67 I could equip. But yeah, let's give it a run, and I'd like you to really pay attention to, can you even see it? Because my cam, yeah. So the blade fall is in the 6 link in here. That's not one we're so concerned about right now. I want you to take a look at the blade blast, because the Bone Nova will only trigger when you hit a bleeding enemy, and we have no bleed on the build. It's not an attack build, it's still a spell build. We're pretty much relying on the final modifier on the Embrace. Attacks have a 25% chance to inflict bleeding when hitting cursed enemies. So, at first, don't do what I did and read the first line and then look up a bunch of ways to, shove bleed into a spell build. You just have to get a curse on an enemy. This will probably not proc on anything but a rare or unique mob. So let's give it a try and see. I mean, honestly, I've just started mapping with this thing, and I'm not even so sure if, well, I don't have any my freeze flask or anything like that, and I'm leveling the gems. I pretty much leveled with Poet's Pen, Bladefall, Blade Blast, and we're gonna see what the ceiling of damage is on something like this. Wow, it's the second time I got frozen there. I'll put a POB for what I'm using right now, but like, please don't follow it or anything. It's not. This is kind of just a proof of concept right now. And I'm not even looking myself just because I want to keep the map clear kind of as quick as possible. Let's see the boss damage, because that's really what it's supposed to be, is a bosser, but like a soft core bosser, where like I'll have like Cast on Death Portal or some shit, because this is looking a little sus right now. But when it procs, I mean, that's, you know, I'm fresh into maps, hopped up a couple levels to a tier 3. I'm not going to do the ritual or whatever. You can see I'm still leveling like a precision. I thought I had an enlighten. A bunch of stuff. You know, it's going to be a work in progress, but, you know, it remains to be seen whether or not this is kind of like a cool, interesting take on the whole archetype of double cock, or just a hole for me to throw my currency into, which I don't really mind. All right, we're not going to go all the way back around there, but you saw how, basically how, or I mean, it's a cast on crit build, bada bing. What else do I want to go over? I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, this is kind of just a precursor video to what might be a full guide, unless this falls flat on its face, but hopefully it won't. So come by the stream to check out. We'll probably be pushing this build for about a week, if not more, because the last couple of challenges, like the Cast on Crit Inquisitor was fantastic. I genuinely did not expect it to be as consistent and solid as it was. However, by just investing into the phys dot on the Exsanguinate, kind of hit a ceiling that is really kind of hard to push beyond where I'm at, and so I'm getting filtered out at like the feared and stuff like that, or the formed or the hidden or whatever the hell. I can't do any. I only tried one of them and I got absolutely annihilated. And Maven, I've been spending a lot of money learning that fight. That's not fun either, on a Cyclone build that kind of caps out at damage pretty handily, but we'll see what happens with this one. This one I might take a more soft core approach and just kind of really focus on damage and start throwing some, you know, any elemental conversion. I'm not elemental conversion right now, actually, because I do need increased critical strikes in both of the links. This isn't 6th link, and maybe we can get a cool corruption on this so you can drop inspiration support, which doesn't make sense because we're only converting half with the Crimstar right now, and we'd need phys to lightning and links unless there's another way, you know, how to do it. Maybe we don't need to do the phys conversion at all because, you know, Uul-Netol's Embrace is missing nice modifiers like Namahu's Flame has, you know, converts 60% of your damage to fire and damage penetrates 20% fire resistance. So maybe it just is 100% better than whatever random jank I'm doing here. But either way, if you want to see how it turns out, you know, stay tuned to the channel because I'll have an updated video probably by Monday. I'll have played enough to get it into a workable position that I'm more, you know, keen on in terms of mechanics, and, you know, just kind of have an SSF alternative, or technically SSF. I don't know if you'd really actually go ahead and farm this or do this in SSF because you might need a lot of weird gear, and, you know, I mean, like, for example, I had to buy these gloves that curse with only weakness on hit because I might be doing a multi-elemental setup, and, you know, but you still want to do like stuff like added fire in links because gain phys is extra fire for, like, you know, a physical spell that has a lot of damage. Whatever, I'm rambling a bit, and this isn't even a build guide. This was just a build idea that we're gonna try and push. So thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any ideas on what I can do to kind of give this a little bit of a boost. And I'll see you in the next one.